Hello, beautiful souls. My name is Jane Warren Campbell. I've been bringing through light language since 2003. And in the collective tune up, I tune in to the mass consciousness of everyone and bring through light language that would best serve our evolution at this time. Light language very quickly dissolves old programs and then will encode new light frequencies to lift our field and to activate our DNA into a new way of being in the world. It's a very powerful, fast frequency technology that humans are awakening to more and more. Thank you for listening and receiving this light language activation to awaken your greatest potential in this world. And I truly appreciate your support. As my channel grows, more and more people will be activated into these higher frequencies, which really will make a difference in this world as we're holding these upgrades. Your support can have a big impact on my channel, so thank you so much. And now let's move into the light language activation tune-up for the collective. Hello, everyone. When I tuned in today for the collective tune-up, I got the message about people running from what they don't want instead of moving toward what they do want. So the message today, the activation that we're doing in this collective, is turning the focus from the rising, which is the love that's rising up in the world and the frequency rising. That means our whole life experience is changing thanks to that, versus the falling, what's falling apart and what's leaving. So when we're putting our focus on what's falling apart, we're actually creating more of that in our life experience. And what's falling apart is the low, dense frequency that's leaving. And so when we put our focus there, we're actually magnifying that more dense frequency instead of tuning into the love frequency that's already rising up in the earth. It's already here. This higher frequency is here. And the more we put our focus there, the more we fill with the love and the joy and everything we're looking for in our lives, because that is the higher frequency experience. So that's why I've called this one the rising versus the falling. So we'll tune in and see what the light language has to bring to us. As always, I invite you to just center yourself in the way that is most comfortable for you. Really allow this light language activation to resonate with you by being fully present. If you're listening while you're doing something else, that's fine, but I would suggest coming back to it again when you can be really centered and really feel this activation within your body. And if you don't feel it, it's okay. It is happening. Your cells are experiencing this light language frequency. So we'll just tune in now to where people are in this now moment, which is where we always begin. Huchakaya nisa katakia shataka ashkana hataka asiki, hushakwa akosia maktakia kashani, hasikaya toshiakwa tataki, hushakwa takoshia masiki ataka, ishakaya nosia, makshiakaya tosike kasia. Hutatakia kaya sho nikiata. Maxiatakia kaya so nikiata kashe. Kasiatakia kanaya sho. Hishawatakia kasana. Muksakatakia shaya kosia. Hushakea kotia shiatakia sataka ashkanahatika asiki. I'm just seeing this compassion for everyone who may be placing their focus on what's wrong, what's not working, whether it's health or the environment that you're living in or what's happening in the world. That's what we've been programmed to put our focus on. We were not taught really to focus on what it is we choose to bring into our lives and use gratitude to bring those things in and be aware of where our mind and our thought energy is going. So it's compassion for people who have taken that route and who still are taking that route, while we're also going to dissolve those old patterns. Hishnikatsiatika, Ushakwa Atikia Shatikia Shai, Hoshiakwa Ikanatikia Shatika Ashkanatika Asiki, Hasakaya Toshia, Makdikashikia Kaya Tosia, Ushanatkia Kosiatikia Shaikana, Ushakatikia Satkia Shai, Hosakatik Asikiata, Misakatikia Kaya So. Makshakia Kandana, Hishanaya Kosia, Hushanatkia Kaya Sotiki, Ushakwa Eka Kosia Tikia Sha, Ushakwa Ia Kataka Ashkanahatik Asiki, Ushakwa E Takoshiai, E Takoshiai, E Takoshiai Taka, Ushakwa E Nakosia, Tisaka, Tisana, Hashakai. And now we're just going to anchor in the focus on the rising, the new world arising, focusing in on the love frequency that's there, focusing in on tuning in to feel that shift of the new world that's awakening, and knowing that we don't have to put all our attention on all the things that are falling apart. We don't need to bring that into our conversations, or we're not going to be stupid or unable to talk to people if we're not aware of all those things that are happening in the outside world. We can be focusing our conversations on what we're choosing and the way that we feel friendships developing in a new, stronger way, and the way we feel more compassion for ourselves. So this is where to put our focus so that we can bring this new world in even more fully. Huchikaya ni sakatikia shatika, maksikatikia shatiki ishikaya ho, hesia natikia shaya kosia, hisatikaya kosia mikia natikia shatika ashkanatik asiki, Ushakwa ikanaya ko sikia tikia masia kisanaya kosia tikia sha. Ushet kosia tikia satikia naya kosia. I'm seeing this beautiful vision of people bringing prayer back into their lives. And by prayer, I mean gratitude. So having gratitude, waking up every day and having gratitude to be here for a new day, and gratitude for what is in your environment that brings you joy. Gratitude for this tree behind me, and for the trees outside my window, and gratitude for my health, gratitude to have grandchildren that I can go visit, and just using prayer in this way to be deeply grateful for all the things we have to be grateful for, and bring more of that into our world. And it's so profound when we do that. So we'll drop in and bring through more of this. Huchikaya no siki ishat kiesa. Hushakwa et kosiai katki. Hushakwa atkia kaya sonikia takaha nakesako. Hishikaya no tkiesa. Maxikaya tosia, hishanaya kosia. Maxikaya toshiatki kasai. I see people driving down the road and being grateful that the sun is shining, or being grateful that they hear raindrops outside. Just finding little things in your day to appreciate. Ushikaya no siketikia satika hashatkia naisiki. Ushakwa atkia kaya sotikia shatika ashkanatika e. Ushakwa aya no tiki hashnia kasiya. Hashiwatkia kaya sotikia nashkia tatiki ishana. And what's being anchored in now is, let me just think, it just left me. It just left me. It was something really lovely. It's been anchored in. Maybe it will come to me as I carry on what that piece was that got anchored in. Husakaya no tikia shatika ashkanahatika asiki. Hushakwa eka no tikia sayaka. Maksatikia kaya sanakiasa. Hishakakaya no tiki. Hishakana ho tike shawa. Maxikaya toshi ikwa atikia kanaha. Maxikaya koshia tikia sha. Maxikea kosiki. Ushakwa e takoshi atakiakai. Hoshania kasia. Maxike toshiwa. Toshiwa takea kosi taka. Maxiki taka. Tenana hasi. So basically what this was deep appreciation all through your day, looking for things to appreciate. That's what this anchoring in is the more that we find, sorry if you hear that noise, that's my cat playing on paper, bad timing. Um, People appreciating all day long all the things that they see happening in their lives. Like I get in my car and I'm so grateful for my car. I'm just grateful to have this car that works well. It doesn't break down. It gets me where I need to go. It's comfortable. Things like that that just fill us up. Like the soul feels that. And the soul and the body are fed on that. And I also learned about a woman who was doing this healing technique where she just named every part of her body and said she loved it. And she was finding that things were healing in her body. So it's like, I love my knees. I love my shins. I love my toes. I love my shoulders. I love my hair. And she would just go throughout her whole body. And after that, like the body just softens because it's just received all this love. And because I am connecting more with the elemental kingdom, we also have elementals in our body, one in particular that is responsible for our body. And so I can assure all of us that that elemental being that is responsible for your body would be very happy as well to receive that love. So I hope you enjoyed today's light language activation. Thank you so much for being here. And do have a visit to my website, subscribe to my newsletter so you know new offerings when they're coming. And I will see you soon.